Hey guys, welcome back to It's RJ TV with another episode of Golf Clash. We got another Halloween tournament event, and last time I caught some flack from a few people on my video because I went into rookie. And I just want to show you guys something real quick here. I don't care how many trophies you got. You go into qualifying round. As you've seen, I have 1 million gold coins. If I were to go into expert, the entrance fee is 1 million gold coins. If I were to go pro, the entrance fee is 1/10 of my money, which is fine. But you got to keep in mind, you got, you got to qualify, and then you got to try to get into the weekend, and then you got to get in the weekend. So that's a lot more than 10 times the entrance fee. However, I really do want to get good in pro, so I'm going to do it for you guys. Or I'm at least going to try. As you can see, there's 3 qualifying rounds. If I can't get in, I'm going to try rookie, and the next video will be a rookie one. If not, hopefully I qualify and get in. So there goes 100K. Real quick before we get started in this tournament, I want to shout out a big congratulations to Kevin Warren, another Golf Clash channel. Just hit 600 subs. Congratulations, Kevin. I hope you keep growing at the pace you've been. Also, I've been very busy. I put a starter on the car, fixed 2 snow blowers, gutters at my mom's house. It's been crazy. Hanging cabinet doors, so on and so forth. So anyway, there's my little bit of house cleaning. We're going to go ahead and play 9 holes in pro. Let's see how good we can do here. We're playing Michael. Well, we're playing the course, but we're playing Michael. And also, man, am I underprepared for this. I never even practiced this tour, so hopefully we can still qualify on pro. Now, this is my second time attempting to qualify for pro. First time I did, was it last tournament or 2 tournaments ago? I sounded Canadian. Oh, go! Hey, it's a boot time. All right, so this looks scary. Not scary like Halloween scary. Scary like, am I going to be able to stay on the fairway? We shall see. Something's telling me I probably shouldn't have curled that. No, okay. So far, so good. I know you get much better prizes if you're, opening the pro chests and all, but I mean, when it comes to money, man, I'm trying to make my way to Tour 8, and if I lose this, I'm going to lose 100 grand for the entrance fee, and I'm going to, if I were to lose every match that I were to play, that's another 90,000. So I mean, this is going to be a big setback. However, I don't want to just sit here and whine or complain or anything like that. I do want to qualify. I don't think I can reach. Nope. I'm going to play this safe, lay it up. This is kind of scary. 8-mile-an-hour wind there. Don't want it to push me too far, so I'm not going full strength. Great shot with the sniper. I keep saying this over and over, no big deal, because it's so forgiving. But yeah, this is my first time playing these courses. And despite this guy ending up in the rough twice, you can see we're still both going to end up on the green in 3. So a chip in here would be really nice. Overshot it just a bit. Okay. This is probably a par 4. Don't know, it might be a par 5, but probably a par 4, and definitely don't want to start out with a par. I want birdies. I want to at least shoot -9. Oh, okay. Maybe it is par 5. Or maybe I'm not counting my shots right. I don't know. Birdie. So I hope this helps you guys along with your tournament. If you watch this video before you enter the tournament, let me know in the comments down below. Another secret, I guess, that's not really a secret, but I mean, if you're not in the forums on Facebook about this, a lot of people do what you call it. Wow, this is really funky. A lot of people lose on purpose, and then they buy the deal on the third day because it. Oh, whoa! I almost messed up there. Read the wind in the opposite direction. This guy was getting happy for a moment. Sorry, bud. Hopefully we don't hit the rough. I don't have enough time to check. Again, my first time ever playing this course. Yep, we hit the rough. Well, if we're going to make a mistake, I would much rather make a mistake on a shootout where I just lose the money. I think this guy's going to hit the rough too, but I don't really think he cares. I think he just wants to get his 10 grand. See if I'm right or wrong. No, that was actually an excellent shot. See? Should have watched other people's videos. But let's just see if I can get there on pure skill. Can you call it skill without practice? I'm not sure. Okay, moving on to the second hole. Come on, birdie for every hole should get me in, I would assume. Creepy Cliffs. It's starting to get chilly in Cleveland. I'm going to have to move all these indoors. Okay, and this is the hole we just did, which is like really, really awesome because we got a little bit of practice. But the wind is a little different, so, you know, I'm not really going for a hole-in-one or anything. I just want to get close so I can get my birdie. So hopefully I got a good setup here. Ooh, we look like we're drifting off a little to the side. Hit the ball a little too hard. Okay, now see, I'm going to do a video on this for people who aren't interested in the others, but I want to show you guys something. Depending on where this is at, there's two ways to hit your chip-ins a lot more frequently, if that's the right word, consistently. The one way I show you is dunking. But what do you do if you're on the fringe or you're on the green? You're still using your wedge, but you're pretty far away. Or there's a really high wind, like there might be a 9-mile-an-hour wind on this hole. I'm going to show you. What you do is you put full topspin on the ball, And then you can adjust accordingly if you don't have enough room and you think you're going to overshoot it. And you drag the ball back towards you. By doing that, you're shrinking the target. So the target will be really big up close, but as you pull away, it's getting smaller and smaller, and it just increases your accuracy quite a bit. I'd rather be taking this person's shot because I'd rather have a close putt than have to do what I'm about to do, because it may not work. But when you do that, the ball is not really in the air that long. So we got a 6.2 mile an hour wind in our face. I could dunk this, but I'm going to try to show you guys. See, look how big the target is here, you know, going out, and then look at it shrink as I bring it in. And then not only is it shrinking, but look at how long it's going to be in the air for. Hardly any at all, and I usually hit these. And that target's so small that even if I were to hit it great, or good maybe even, it's still going to go in the hole. So if you don't like dunking, if you say you're bad at dunking, this is a little tip. Thanks for watching this video. So I hope that helps. Little tip for watching. I appreciate you guys. Now this guy will definitely hit this putt. But we got 2 birdies, guys. We're doing pretty good. All we need is 7 more of these. And then, wow, if minus 18, I've never played pro, but if a minus 18 on pro could get me in, and I could go to the weekend and get myself a blue badge, I'd be a very happy camper. Okay, here we go again. This is why shootouts aren't necessarily bad, because you get to try out courses before it counts as, you know, a, what do you call it? Before it counts as, you know, a birdie or whatever it might be. So let's give this a shot here. I'd like to win the 10 grand. But if I can't, I'd like to know that I at least know how to get very close. Ooh. Too bad that wasn't like an almost dunk where it hopped in. 356. Not bad for a pro, you know, from the pro tees, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat Dino here. Hey, yo, Dino, I need some money. Don't take my 10 grand. We know you're rich. Just got to adjust for that wind. Almost 8 mile an hour wind, so we'll see him pull it over to the right. Unless we get lucky and he forgets, and we don't get lucky. It's quite the adjustment there. But, as we could tell by his banners, this isn't his first rodeo on pro. Now, I don't know if that ball, I think that ball, yep, it's going downhill. So we got 10 grand back. Okay. So we're not going to lose every shootout. And we also learned how to do this shootout for when it's actually a hole on the next, you know, whenever it pops up here. So 2 holes minus 2. Let's keep it going. And now we're in the qualifiers. We got a par 4 coming up. Hopefully there's a few courses in here that are courses I've played before. But then again, what is this? Tour 3? If this is, well, I don't know if it's 3 or not, but you know, I really want to give this a go. So let's go with the Navigators. I really want to qualify for this badly. Hopefully that's enough adjustment. Don't hit the rough, don't hit the rough, don't hit the rough. You hit the rough. But that's okay because we ended up on the fairway. So hopefully with our second shot, hopefully we'll be able to get close enough to get on the green or get a chip in. Would have been nice to have rolled a little bit further there, but again, this is my first time ever playing this course. I've been struggling mightily. I don't know if it gets in my head, what the problem is, but every time I get the expert badge, I go on horrible losing streaks. I lost 1.5 million gold coins over the past week. It's been really streaky. I'll win 5 or 6 games in a row, and then I'll lose 10 games in a row. Well, not really. I guess I'm exaggerating a little. I have won 5 games in a row. I don't think I've lost 10 in a row, but it sure feels like it. I'm sure my confidence is low. And look at that. Even though we hit the rough, we're still shooting. Actually, I'm not playing games with this. I'm going to go full backspin. Normally, I like to try to get a chip in, but, and the backspin doesn't really help us with that matter. But right now, I just want to get close for a decent putt. So I'm okay with the fact, oh, don't go too far. Okay. I'm okay with that. If he sinks it, so be it. He wins the 10 grand. But we'll still get the birdie. So that's really the difference here, is because he didn't make the same mistake I did, and he's doing the same thing. I mean, he's probably going to try to get it to double dunk in the hole if that's a thing. But I'm happy with the outcome regardless of whether he makes this shot or not. Personally, when I get to know a course, I like to let the ball roll into the hole. I don't like putting full backspin on. But these greens are pretty small. Ooh, he hit the flag. Good aim, bud. And that should be a birdie. All right. Now, I mean, if I can get an eagle, I'll gladly take one. But my goal is no pars, birdie every hole. Anything on top of that is gravy. Come on, Jeno. Oh, look at that burbling out of the hole. I like the pumpkin balls a lot because it looks like a volcano or something in the hole. All right, and we got practice on this hole. We know it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully we don't... Oh, well, this is a shootout anyway. But hopefully when we actually take this shot, we don't end up with a whole bunch of wind. Which, who am I kidding? It's a tournament on pro. I'm sure we will end up with a ton of wind. I think I'm going to buy some Marlins. I mean, these courses aren't very long, and they're just cheap balls. So yeah, next round I'm going to buy some Marlins. This looks like a rough one. If he didn't end up on the fringe, I think he would have kept rolling. 7-mile-an-hour wind, but it's straight in my face, so I feel like I have an advantage here because I don't have to compensate from one side to another. I just gotta hit it straight on, straight in. Go 2 bars down. I kind of like the way that looks. And if we win, great. If we don't, as long as we hop over that sand, see, I learned a lesson, I'd rather that happen on a shootout. So 3 holes minus, no, why does it say hole 4? We didn't get no pars, did we? Yeah, all right, 3 holes played minus 3. Let's keep it rolling. And hopefully we find someone today. We did. I was about to grab a swig of my Diet Pepsi. I got to give this up. Went out and bought some, whatchamacallit. All right. Worry about that in a minute. I'll finish that thought later. We got the wind blowing straight, so I'm kind of like, I want this bounce to be right about there, but I also got to compensate for the wind. I'm really just looking for a decent putt. Again, a hole-in-one would be wonderful, but I just don't want to screw up. And we're rolling. And we're rolling. And okay. I am okay with this because like I showed you in the past, we can back it up or we could dunk it depending on, you know, the wind. Obviously, I would much rather have, you know, being able to putt it, but I'm glad we didn't, you know, it didn't stop on the actual green itself because the long putts sometimes are impossible to make, and this looks to be up on a hill. Oh, well, that's the first time I've seen the mummy ball. And he looks like he's going to end up in the same area as us. Looks like a stinky ball. Wouldn't want to carry those in my bag. Okay, 6.4 mile an hour wind. So yeah, we're going to do it the way that I just showed you. And that we're going to make sure that we have enough roll. And now you see the ball doesn't stay in the air quite as long doing it this way. So it just, you get a little bit more accuracy. I'm going to push it up just a bit more. There we go. And hopefully this is good. Now I have had the ball get away from me before. You know, so you got to kind of move it to the left and right before you take your shot to ensure that, you know, it doesn't, because sometimes the line is small and then other times the line will shoot across, especially when you're using your Nirvana or, you know, rough iron. So this guy's got an excellent ball guide. I'd recommend he do the same thing, but see where he's at right now? He's not using the top spin, so the ball's in the air a lot longer and that wind will affect him more. It doesn't mean he won't make the shot. It just means that, you know, you have an advantage. So take all of your chip-in shots like this. Oh, that's very unlucky. I would have rather given this guy 10 grand, you know, on a loss in a shootout than have him get a par. Sorry, Norman. Okay, so we're still on pace with our birdies, and hopefully this is enough. I don't know. Maybe I'm being silly here, you know, saying that's what I want is birdie, 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 but I mean, never playing the courses, you know, I can't really expect much more. Now, here we do have a par 5. I wonder if this is the old course. I haven't played this one in quite a while. If this is the one I'm thinking of. Kind of looks like it on the map. And it's time for a Diet Pepsi break. Why is it so hard to find me an opponent? Just give me anyone. I don't care if they're a rookie. You're not playing against the person. You're playing against the course. That's fairly early, so we got Norman again. Norman looks a lot like me. Nothing but rookie badges. And I'm glad he's going first, because I do not know this course. I said I was going back to Marlin last time, and I don't think I did. Look at that stinky ball go. Now, this is that course, but I've never played this course on pro. Do I bother trying to get it over here? Or am I really asking for trouble by doing so? I'm going to back it up some, back it up just a tad bit more, right there. And I'm going to go with some curl. Let's see. This could ruin my tournament. I was really hoping to hit the rough. Okay, well, not good. Not good at all that we ended up on the rough coming this way. But it's better than landing out of bounds. So the advantage goes to this person. Best case scenario, they get a crazy hole-in-one here, and we end up with a birdie. But we are not going to be able to take that long trek down. I wish I would have known that you could reach from this side, because I remember playing Tour 3 when this was on Tour 3. You know, taking that way would cost you an extra stroke. And taking the way I took, well, this is another reason why I really like the Nirvana over things like the Razor and such, because it's kind of scary. I'm going to try overpowering. As long as I don't hook it, I'll be okay. I might be able to get on the green. I'll take a great shot. Let's see where it goes. We don't go too far. You're going too far. Slow down. Get on. That's going to hurt. We hit the area where, in case you didn't understand what happened there, we hit where the green and the fringe meet, and because of that, it just took off on us. So eagle, okay. So if we miss this shot, we'll get a birdie. Oh, we're not as far away as I thought. This would be really nice to get, but the hill, this is a hard shot. I don't like these. Get in the hole, get in the hole. No, okay, well, we'll take a birdie. Bad luck. Bad luck, good luck scenario. We got a birdie, but we could have had an eagle, and I have a feeling most people are going to get an eagle on that hole, so we're going to have to make that up somewhere. On to hole number 6. How are we going to tackle this one? Matthew. I remember this hole, but again, when I did this hole, I did it with a long iron because I did it from the first tee, not the second tee. This person looks like he watches Golf Clash Tommy's videos. Wasn't a true measure. Now I know he's mad for missing a little bit to the right. Me personally, I want to get on the green. That's it. I don't want to fall in the chasm. I don't want to overshoot it and end up in the rough or the sand trap back there. So let's not do that. See where that's what's really important, that second bounce, and keeping in mind, we're going to go just a tad bit more power because the wind is going to take that second bounce sideways some. I feel pretty comfortable with this, although I misjudged the wind quite a bit. Still looks like it'll be an easy putt. So if you watch the video in the comments, it would be really awesome if you guys would post your score for your qualifying round, and then I'll probably do a what do you call it? You know, I'll do the opening round after this. Is it called the opening? Yeah, this is qualifying. Then there's open. Ooh, that's really unlucky. I'd be pretty mad about that. Didn't he also have a? You know, he might be doing this on purpose. If no, Matthew, we didn't play Matthew. Because like I said, some people do like. Uh-oh, great. Oh, some people do like to mess up on their shots so they can get a pay deal. I think it's like $4 or so for a whole bunch of balls and some gems and a few other things, or cash. So again, playing the course, not the person. Hole 7 of 9, par 4. Get Matthew again. Seeking our very first blue ribbon. I don't think I've ever played this hole before. This looks a little scary to me. Got that 7-mile-an-hour wind. Still using the navigator. Oh, okay. With the darkness, it looked like this was kind of an obstructed area, but that is not the case. Ooh, that wind really took that. Please don't go in the rough. Please don't. You went in the rough. Okay, we did not want to go in the rough. Birdies. We need all freaking birdies. Glad we didn't go with the Marlin. What was I thinking? Although, looking at it from here, I'm really hoping that my Nirvana will get us on the green, and then it'll be a moot point. Okay, well, he ended up going in the rough, but he's going to be able to use a fairway club. So he's got a good advantage there. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to approach this hole. Yeah, I like this. We're going to put some backspin on here, try to limit the rolling around as much as we can, and just get us an easy putt shot. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Going for another birdie. Now, you got robbed last time unless you're doing that on purpose. So right here, I'd love to see you get yourself a chip in. That ball just stopped for no apparent reason last time on this poor guy. Come on, Matthew. Get in the hole. Ooh, close. All right, so we both got easy putt shots for birdie. We'll go to a shootout. Now, if he misses this putt, we know that he's trying. No, looks like he is trying to win here, which means he had some horrible luck last time. Poor guy. I've been there, man. And see, you want to do as good as you can on when you do qualify with your score, because those are tiebreakers. That's more important than, playing all your games at once or playing them early. Even though those are factors, it's how good you did on your previous round or rounds. This is interesting. I wonder if that's the way you're supposed to take. I wouldn't mind trying that in a shootout, but it looks too dangerous to try it in the actual tournament. I think we'll stick with our normal approach. Maybe. We normally roll all the way to the back. Let's give it a try. We ain't gonna mess with that way. 5.8 mile an hour wind though, man, that's kind of scary. Again, this is not a shot I would take if it were to count. Just barely misjudged the wind there. If it were to count for anything other than a shootout. Another birdie. 2 more holes, hopefully 2 more birdies, and the score will be good enough to hopefully get us into the qualifying rounds. No, we're in the qualifying, well, to the opening round. So we got 3 people who were managed -8, although 2 of them only have 6 holes played. I don't want to sit here and do too much commentary because we're already running into 40 minutes. Got a par 4 here. Looks like it takes a big. Looks like Italy. It's the boot. Sicily's in the wrong spot though. I remember this hole, and no, I am not going for that island. Have fun, buddy. Yeah, I'm not attempting that. I screwed up on the easier one. There's no way I'm doing it on the harder one. Now, if I normally played this tour, yes, I would consider it, because I'd probably already have a game plan for it. This is also why I like doing rookie tours on, the videos for rookie tours, because I feel like I could give more advice. Here, I feel like you're just watching me struggle. All right, let's go back to the Marlin ball. Buy 9 of those bad boys, 9 packs. All right. Don't want the wind to carry us into the rough, although I'm not sure it really matters because it's downhill and it's not too far, so the Nirvana would get us there. And it looks like we're playing with matches. We got lucky. I'm glad that bowed out just a little bit. And as you can see, we're at a higher elevation. Anytime you're at a higher elevation, your wind is going to be a little bit worse. So you got to compensate for about 150% of the wind. Don't quote me on the actual amount, but I believe I heard that somewhere, and I've definitely seen it. So the ball will carry. Nice shot. So because of that, we're going to set up like way over here. I'd rather end up short. I really want an easy putt. Wow, if I would have adjusted just a little bit less, I could have got an eagle out of that. Oh well, it's much better than ending up in the rough and missing a chip-in shot and all that other jazz. All right, looks like we're going to have another shootout here. And we are going to go to our final hole. Okay, so last time we tried this, things didn't really work out so well in our favor. A 6.3 mile an hour wind in our face. Let's do this. Again, this is for 10 grand. I could use the 10 grand. I could definitely use the money, but if it doesn't work out, I'm not too sad because I'm more interested in tournament results. And as you see, I adjusted just a little too much and we hit the rough there. But we still have a shot because that ball likes to roll all the way to the other end. So he makes it over, and the ball's going nice and slow. Hopefully it doesn't pick up momentum for him and keep rolling, but it looks like it's going faster, don't it? I think we might be closer. I don't know. Yep, we were at 9 something. Pretty sure we were at 9 something. Yeah, so we could definitely use the 10 grand. Don't want this to cost us too much. And here we go to the final hole. And we're running very long, so right after this I'm going to wrap things up. I will be doing two qualifying rounds if I fail to qualify. If not, then I will post my opening round and my weekend round if I'm fortunate enough to make it. This looks scary. I wish I didn't have to go first here. I feel like I'm definitely going to end up in the sand, but if I go down here this way, I feel like I have a slightly better chance. At ending up, just I would rather end up in the sand or in the rough, so please slow down. Wow. Did not see that coming. I want him to avoid those sand traps. I want this guy to get an eagle and give us a birdie. Hopefully a lot of people struggle on this hole. All right, so I'm going to back it up. I don't know if we should back. Yeah. Now that we made that mistake, we really need, we really need to make up for it here. So no sand traps or any of that stuff. Just hopefully the ball doesn't continue to roll off into the abyss. All right. Wish I would have done that on my first shot. Pressure's really on. I don't want a bogey. I don't even want a par. I didn't put any backspin on. I wonder if, again, you know, I've mentioned this plenty of times, but a lot of people throw the games, especially on the final hole. Okay, nice shot to try to get the deal on the balls. Oh man, this would have definitely been an eagle shot, so maybe we can get a birdie. Oops. May have adjusted a little too much there. That wind's going to carry it up. I feel pretty good about this. Get on the green and stop near that hole, please. Slow it down, slow it down. Don't go on the rough. Okay, we got a nice far shot. Last time you kept seeing me dunk and dunk and dunk, and I did it with great consistency. However, this time I have been doing it where you hit the ball shorter, but you put all that front spin on it, and this looks like this might be another opportunity for that. Man, going out of bounds really, really hurt. Because even if we do get a birdie, the fact that other people who did practice will know about that, kind of like a trap there or whatever. So full top spin, back the ball up. See how it's changing right there? It goes all the way over and then it shortens. You need to kind of look for that and move it around to see if it's going to do that for you, because you don't want the ball to be completely overshot. And now the bow won't be up in the air much longer. So I like that. Feels pretty good. Might be a little strong, I hope not. But we are going uphill, so that's, please get in the hole. That kills, that kills, that kills, that kills. I needed a perfect shot. Way to have things fall apart on the final hole. I hope this is a par 5. If not, we're going in with a bogey. This is my only shot at pro, guys. I do not have enough money to try to qualify for pro again. Okay, par. I'll take par, but this was super, super easy for eagle if you don't fall in those traps. So we'll see if I end up making a video tomorrow. It'll be because I didn't qualify. I really should be at -10. Probably even better than that. I should have practiced. You know, I think they're kind of playing out the tournaments a little bit personally. You know, having Just a few too many tournaments makes me like, I don't know, it's like, I don't want to sit here and practice tournaments all the time. I want to progress in the game. But I'm sure there's those that love the tournaments. And, no one's forcing me to enter the tournament, but here I am. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. And head on over to Kevin Warren's page if you're not already a subscriber there. And find his 600 subscriber video and comment and like the video and give him a big congratulations. It's definitely not easy growing on YouTube, and that's an awesome accomplishment. So give this video a thumbs up if it helped you at all, and I will see you guys shortly. Thank you very much for watching. God bless.